Tov Rabotai, Baruch Hashem, we are together for Halachot Shabbat, Volume 4. We are on page 442. Bechor, the shashlik is getting ready or no? 442. 50 more pages, finito. 9 pages in the summary. So says Avadia, what is the law for someone who plants intentionally on Shabbat? We learned that a person that did intentionally, we said very good, Jesse remembers well, we said that you have to detach it from the ground in order for the violation not to take place, because once you plant on Shabbat, it takes 3 days for the plant to take roots. So within 3 days, if you remove it from the ground, you will fix the problem, according to some opinions, out of the ground. You'll fix the problem of Mechalel Shabbat. Lo alenu lo alechem. Remember, Rabotai, Chilul Shabbat is worse than killing children. Lo alenu, in Hashem's eyes. A person that Chas v'Shalom killed somebody deserves hereg. A person that kills Mechalel Shabbat deserves sekila, worse than hereg. Some of us казнь, смертная казнь. So Moshe, вы жили до 120 без Hashem жили. I'm just telling you what's written. Поэтому Хилул Шаббат очень осторожен человек должен быть. Okay. Then Rabbi Yosef says, if an item that was involved in a Jewish Shabbat desecration was sold to another person, does any penalty extend to the buyer? Baburia fried eggs on Shabbat. Или somebody added water to samavar on Shabbat. You're not allowed to eat this egg, not allowed to have this, right? Baburia can have it after Shabbat? She bemezid did it. She told her, Baburia, don't do it. She violated purposely on Shabbat. Says Halacha, forever, not allowed for her. Nachon? Forever, not allowed for her. However, says Avadia, if she sold it to somebody else, for others, is no problem. The penalty does not extend to other people, to the buyers.
Why?
Huh?
The purpose is you don't enjoy from that, you enjoy it. You just got
No, she didn't do it for sale purpose. She did it to eat purpose. And I say, Babulia, you don't eat, are you? Sell it to somebody else.
But at the end of the day,
She
she
must
can
sell
go
it to
now
somebody
buy.
else. She can eat from him. He's new owner.
He's giving her.
Huh?
He's giving her. Only Israeli can think about this.
Right. Think about it.
Yeah, I hear.
לא פשוטים, לא פשוטה.
Now
No.
she's getting paid and eating.
She's getting paid and she eating.
She's getting 2 times its benefits. Selling, getting money, and give it back.
Listen, we're not Israeli, חכמים, חכמינו לימדו אותנו.
Very
You know,
good.
they tell us, sell chametz on Pesach, after that buy it back from gold.
Very good. Your mind is thinking. Bli ayin hara.
So what answer? Really? It's joke on the side.
Huh?
Is she allowed to eat from it?
Answer.
No, she's not allowed to because
But she
she
didn't
is
purposely
penalized.
to sell it and eat from it. She sold it. Let's say
She sold it, yeah, but she's not allowed to have that food ever. The whole reason we told her to sell it for her not to eat it. So she is.
You know that there is that question need to be raised.
You're right, yeah. Meir Beyojona. Meir just says to the door, "Sesame open, Habibi." The door flies.
You know what happened? You know?
I almost booked it.
No. No. Says Avadia, if one assembles part of the bed in prohibited way, this we spoke, and there is no proof from what is written in Gentile who kindled a fire on Shabbat and heated the food. It is forbidden on Shabbat even after it has cooled, because the law there is different, as they were stricter with a Gentile's verbal instruction more than a Jew's in action, so as not to come to be literate. And therefore they were also stricter about what it is done after the Shabbat, specifically by a Gentile's action. Yeah, this we already spoke about. Action. Instructing the goy. Verbal instruction. Misu say letzavot et hagoy.
No, but there was a goy instructed. That's how it sounded. One of the sentences.
No. Sentence is good. Chala. Gentiles verbal instruction.
No, that means the goy is saying. Is that right? Yeah. It should be with the instructing the verbal instruction
To a Gentile.
right.
Oh, okay. You see, we're lucky we have Neria with us. Kol hakavod. Neria, you're number one. Kol hakavod. With a verbal instruction to. Yeah. Thank you. Yaakov Beit. 14. Says Avadia, for challah outside of the land of Israel, can one eat and then separate, or it is forbidden to eat before separation? David John, what do you say? Babulia made challah. Bobo is sick. She wants to do refuah shelema, and she went to a challah party, and she made challah, but she forgot to do hafrashat challah. Huh? She does it at home. She forgot. Shabbat comes. We're talking about outside of Israel. Ibi, I forgot hafrashat challah. Atilat hafrashat challah. Aisash broma. Can people eat now or no? Refuah shlema, she wants to bobo.
Outside of Israel, yes.
Huh?
Outside of Israel, yes.
So we learn that in Israel, you're not allowed to eat nothing from the challah until after Shabbat. Because you cannot do hafrashat challah and fix the challah in Israel. You cannot. What can you do? You have no bread.
Because of border?
Huh?
Because of border, because of fixing.
There was one guy who flew somewhere, I don't remember where. Aruba, Maruba, I don't know where. Go to Lahad over there. He ended up in the place. The mashgiach is Ashkenazi standards. Shabbat, he has challah, not kemach yashan. What should you do, Meir John?
Starve to death.
No start to death. No.
Eat other stuff. Say kiddush
Huh?
on yain.
Say kiddush on the wine and drink 3 ounces of wine to be seudah for that purpose. But what about birkat hamazon? What about nitilat yadayim? What about this sudah shlishit? Shimesho?
Besh babo.
Huh?
Besh babo.
Beji bobo. Rabbi Shana Bashaul is only whenever you have.
Safek, what the
Rabbi Shana Bashaul says when? Whenever it is.
Nieto, no eloj.
Whenever it is possible, it's yashan. But this situation, possible, was not yashan. Most likely, is not kemach yashan. Can you eat this halal or no? At Ashkenazim. No. Ashkenazim don't keep kemach yashan.
But
The
they're Jews
standards.
also, they're Jews.
נכון, מניגריים. מניגריים, מקושרים.
You could have the safek of Ashkenazim. Jews also. After it goes,
You don't have to pay attention to every word being said here. Neria. Hi, go. Gab guzash tamero. Remember the rule. Not everything being told to you by your wife, by your friends, by yourself. You have to hi, go. Some people complain, some people question. You have to remember. Oh, now you want to know. Now you want to know. Now the energy changed now. The answer to your question, Yaakov John, is there is such a concept possible one way, possible another way.
How to find out? Never.
Not every time you can find out. Certain things you could find out, certain things cannot.
Этот говорит, Олень говорит, Хамдалак, он говорит, это не такое, хамеяша.
No, he's telling you this is not Yashan. Some people telling you this is not Yashan. And he got possible. Not that he got it. Telling you this is not Yashan. Now he was in that hostel. The whole Shabbat Shikuna. It was not too far from Pesach. I don't remember. Either the Purim or Shabbat. It was, I don't remember. Business trip. Long time in Nippon. This year, maybe last year. I don't remember already. Not Yashan. What do? Cannot eat. Safek pig. If somebody tells you, Yaakov, this meat, I'm not sure I took it from this refrigerator, was taref, or from this refrigerator, that's kasher. Yani pomni. The guy bring it to me, I don't remember. I asked him, listen, Vasya, where'd you bring it from? This one, that one? I don't know. You're gonna eat this meat or no? Maybe bring it from the taref. You know, restaurants that they have two kitchens, taref and kasher, chances of contamination very, very high. Some restaurants have like that.
They don't have room for one refrigerator. They put in the different.
Right. A lot of times these things happen. Yeah. Right now, today morning was Brit Milah here in the restaurant. The rabbi made here dairy, this kitchen down over there miri. I told him so much room over there. Not have any contamination question. Stop it. The waiter should not get mixed. Oh, I didn't know. Goyim, they don't know nothing.
Как они могут молочь и это вместе делать?
No, everything is
Я
here.
знаю, а приносить на стол стать как?
No, stole no problem. The stole is a tablecloth different. Not the same meeting tablecloth. No dishes from here.
Exactly.
All the dairy dishes here.
На столе стоит мясное и молочное. Как это может быть?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Yaakov?
What is this? Они пользуются кухней.
The kitchen here, only dairy. Kitchen there, only meaty. Ask the rabbi, it's far. No, to go, come back. He says, no contamination question. Goyim, waitress, whenever somebody tells him in the table, I need this and that, I need plate, I need fork, I need this. He knows what he goes, he takes. He doesn't know much.
Yeah.
For these problems not to happen, separate. Dairy in this one kitchen and the meat in the other kitchen this way.
Разное время, чтобы...
Exactly. So for the goyim waitress, not chas v'shalom, to mix things over here. Understand? So not every kitchen have it separated properly in other places. If the goy tells you, I don't remember, I took it from this one or from that one, are you going to eat that meat? It's possible he took it from kasher. Be'emet doesn't know. Surat. Oh, thank you. Surat is goy. What are you going to do? You're going to eat the food or no?
Shehako.
Have all the leniencies on Shabbat, including Shabbat.
No, if it's most likely Hadash, not Yashan, you have no leniency.
And all the Jews are sitting over there eating bread, and you're not eating
What
bread.
can I do?
So all these Jews are pastoral Jews. Oh, don't
Huh?
doesn't make
What
sense.
are they doing? Bracha levatala?
Yeah.
Become a
Contra Avad Yosef,
billions
yeah.
of them because of the
All Ashkenazim,
Oh,
they don't
all
have.
the- all the rabbis
Oh,
think they're
no,
saying,
they
yeah.
have whom to rely on, according to them.
Why we cannot rely? Why we not
Because-
Jews?
Bring Masechet Shabbat, page 130. Bring.
I read today.
130.
Yeah,
It's like you're
Kuflam.
making separation. It's
No,
like-
now,
We have to be
Birshut
unity.
Morai v'Rabotai, Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Shehakol Niya Bidvaro. Shabbat 130 you have?
Rabbi, I remember it used to be lenient before.
Lo alenu, lo
Back in the days.
alechem. Lo alenu, lo alechem.
That's why Moshiach is not coming, because they keep separating more and more.
Hashem
and more.
erachem, Hashem erachem. Whoever says these things, that's not true.
They are eating-
Am Israel,
So we are saying those halot are
А
not
вот
kosher,
это
but some people are
там
eating it and saying
есть
it's kosher.
кошерный, там можно
Half the
что-то?
people are eating it is kosher.
I don't know. I don't make shopping. I don't know.
I heard now, yeah.
You have to ask. Now you have no problem, Yaakov. Until Rosh Hashanah, John Halos. You have no problem.
You said the Safek Safeka. You
No.
wanted to do, but there were some rabbis that
After
didn't like
Rosh Hashanah, not
the
allowed?
Safek Safeka.
No, no, Meir John. The reality is majority is Kema Hadash right now.
Right
Also.
now, it's
Now it's no problem.
Rosh
I'm saying.
Rabbi, I read today they were forced to.
English shoe.
Нет.
Chaimer. We'll give you leniency. Jesse's going to read in Hebrew. Jesse, בוא. Jesse, בוא. בוא אל פרעה, כי אני הכבדתי את ליבו ואת לב עבדיו למען שיתי אותותיי אלה בקרבו. דתנן גמרא says. רגע, אני מצליח את השורה בדיוק. תנו רבנן, במקומו של רבי אלעזר.
תנו רבנן, במקומו של רבי אלעזר היו כורתין עצים לעשות פחמים, לעשות ברזל בשבת במקומו של...
Hold on. In the place of Rabbi Elazar, Gemara says, they used to chop woods, Shabbat. Wood, deriva. Used to chop wood, make fire, take metal, sharpen it, tach, make a knife to make Brit Milah on Shabbat.
Mutar.
Are you allowed to do that or no?
No.
Chachamim said this Mechalel Shabbat, this person.
Khalil Shabbos.
I was about to say.
You're not allowed to. Can you drive the baby to the synagogue?
We have to stone this guy.
Huh?
Why is
Moel forgot his tools. He cannot bring it to the synagogue. There's no eruv. Can he drive them to the synagogue?
you said
No.
yes, no, the 1 week, first week.
No, not allowed. Not
No,
allowed.
we're talking about the lady or the mother herself.
Yeah.
You're talking about the tools, the knife.
Nельзя.
Can you bring the knives on Shabbat? Drive them.
Маша
No
тоже.
eruv.
Наша
Can you
тоже.
bring them?
Маму можно, ребенка.
Right. Mama within 724. 724.
724.
Gemara says next. במקומו של רבי יוסי הגלילי,
היו אוכלים בשר עוף.
היו אוכלים בשר עוף בחלב. They used to eat chicken with milk. In the whole town. Imagine you go to Brooklyn, everybody eating chicken with milk. Real chicken with real milk. What would you say? These Brooklyn people are Devona. All of them eating Rabbi, I saw Pisati, Kukuli like this, eating chicken and milk. What would you call them? Mechalel mitzvot, Reshaim, because of the Mashiach is not coming. What, they're not Jews? They're all Pasul. All your statements right now would be said, Rahon. What the Gemara says, they used to do this following Rabbi Yossi Aglili. Rabbi Yossi Aglili said chicken and milk, no problem. Кто такой? Псари, Глили, Медонет. Большой Rabbi.
Tana, Tana.
Rabbi Yossi Aglili, not only on Zillah, he used to tell all of his town, allow chicken with milk, no problem. Nidai Boch. Why? When I said Mechalel Shabbat, it didn't bother you so much, huh? Chicken milk, ooh, my God. Gosh Kunet. Continue. Habibi, we have Jesse on our side, we're good. No?
בחלב. לוי קלע לבי יוסף רישבה קיר ולה רשע. לדבטה בחל ולא אכל.
No. One rabbi came to the town, Rabbi Yossi Aglili. Gemara says they brought him chicken cooked with milk. Imagine a rabbi comes, you're a rabbi, big rabbi. You give a Rabbi John, this is chicken, here's the milk, enjoy.
When did enactments come into place?
Listen.
קריאת הלקמה דרבי אמר לי, אמא אילה תשמטנהו.
He came to Rebbe, he said, Rabbi John, I was in Brooklyn. I saw these people over there eating chicken with milk. Make them in Herem, make them balagan. They're Reshaim, these people.
אמר לי, אתרי דרבי יהודה בן בתרא.
He said, this is a town. Who's the rabbi, the main rabbi in that town? Rabbi Yehuda. He follows that this is allowed. Damshin. You follow the rabbi.
וואו.
Chicken with milk. All the Pisat people used to eat it. Imagine you go to Lakewood tomorrow. All the Lakewood people, 5,000 people, you see yeshiva, Midrash Gavoa, eating everybody chicken and milk. Why? What would we say?
Why?
Why would we say?
Why does that have to be that story?
You come to the Rosh Yeshiva and you say, Rabbi John, I saw your people eating chicken and milk over here. I allow it. All of them, clean bashamayim. None of them violated any rule. Why? They followed
Hey, Rabbi.
the rabbi.
So we are there also, we can also.
Now, who are we following? Sephardim? Rabbi Yosef Aglili. Rabbi Yosef Aglili. Rabbi Yosef Karo. Rabbi Yosef Karo. Каро, наш рабай 500 лет
А
тому
вот кто
назад.
сказал, что мы должны его follow делать?
We, your father, grandfather, great-grandfather, all of them said, whatever Rabbi Yosef Aglili said, Rabbi Yosef Karo says, goes.
Why we cannot follow the Ashkenazi opinion?
Because you were not born to Ashkenazi family.
But you are all Jews, same Torah. One Torah.
Then your name will be Bachranovich.
But we are one Torah. That's why we are saying we
Continue.
are not Christians. We don't have
No, you see Rabbi Yosef Aglili, he was not in Torah.
והווה מינא דלימא דרש להוא כרבי יוסי הגלילי. אתנן רבי יוסי הגלילי אומר, נאמר לא תאכלו כל נבלה,
לא תאכל כל נבלה,
ונאמר
לא תבשל גדי בחלב אמו.
עת שאסור משום נבלה, אסור לבשל בחלב, עוף שאסור משום נבלה.
תלמוד
אסור
לומר.
לבשל בחלב.
לא, it's a question, תלמוד לומר. לא תבשל גדי בחלב אמו, יצא עוף שאין לו חלב אם. A chicken is excluded because it doesn't have a mother's milk.
והשם ישר קמים והם עפים.
Who explained like that? Rabbi Yosef Aglili. He's darshaning the pasuk
But
this way.
everybody agreed that according to Torah, no? That
So he said it's excluded.
Rabbanan.
Exactly. Since the Torah says in his mother's milk,
חלב,
בחלב אמו,
ואין עוף.
the Gemara understands, Rabbi Yosef Aglili explains, there is no Derabanan violation either. Right. Because the Torah didn't say don't cook meat with milk. The Torah says lo tevashel gdi b'chalev imo, in his mother's milk. Why the Torah said mother's milk? Says Rabbi Yosef Aglili, you know why? To teach you that chicken mother doesn't have milk. That chicken with milk, no problem.
Any bird?
Any bird. Anything that the mother doesn't have milk. Continue. Now listen to this. There were bad people that they ate chicken and milk. They were bad people.
No, according
Huh?
to what they say.
Listen what the Gemara said. Person is mechalel Shabbat.
allowed to eat?
Who, chicken and milk? I don't allow people. No.
תלמוד לומר.
I'm not allowed to allow it. мне это нельзя разрешить это. Why? Because I am bound to the ruling of my teacher. Who is my teacher? Rabbi Yosef Karo. Whatever he says, Baruch Shemo, Amen. Tamam. Family Yaakov.
אדוני בוקטובו?
Don't ever bull balagan. For this balagan had to happen,
назад, 2000 лет назад.
balagan bull. Balagan. Rabbi Yosef Karo records. And the preface says, you know why I'm writing this book? Not for my name and my, no, everybody should know about me. No. I'm writing this book because I see balagan. This one follows this one follows that one. Balagan. I want everybody, ish echad, belev echad. Everybody should be together.
Who made him known?
Oh, Rabbi Yosef Karo? The whole world. He was the biggest rabbi. Like today, Rabbi Ovadia Yosef. Who is Rabbi Ovadia Yosef? Is a small person or big person? The biggest one. That's how was Rabbi Yosef Karo in the whole world.
Now we have technology that back then it was different. I'm saying, how did they?
Imagine how strong he was that without technology, the whole world accepted him. How powerful you have to be.
Айде, че Йосеф, Абадир, кто там?
Rabbi Ovadia Yosef?
Да, он кто?
He follows Rabbi Yosef Karo.
Он тоже его фал?
Yeah. All the big rabbis follow, Sephardi, follow him. Continue. Says the Gemara.
אמרו לומר בחלב אמו יצא עוף שאין לו חלב.
אין לו חלב אם. אין לו חלב אם.
אמר רבי יצחק, עיר אחת הייתה בארץ ישראל שהיו עושים
הנה.
כרבי...
Rabbi Yitzchak comes and says, listen, I testify. My own eyes, my own ears, I saw and I heard. What? Was one city that used to?
עושים כרבי...
אלעזר.
והיו מתים בזמנם.
היו מתים בזמנם. He says, I saw in my own eyes a whole city, Shabbat, driving the baby to the synagogue, cutting the wood, making the fire, making the metal. Shkar Shabbat. Brit Milah. You're not allowed to do that, according to your rabbi. According to our rabbi, Rabbi Elazar, Rabbi Eliezer, he allowed it for us. Says the Gemara, according to Chachamim, those people mechalel Shabbat. Yeah, person is mechalel Shabbat should live long life or short life. Yaakov, person mechalel Shabbat should live long life or short life. Short life. Torah says mot yumat. Umrot etot mir utot mir.
אבל תראה מה הוא אומר.
So what the Gemara says, in the whole town, Rabbi Elazar,
והיו
Rabbi
מתים
Eliezer,
בזמנם.
all of them used to die on the right time.
How would you know?
120, 119, late ages.
Late.
Means to say,
It's
instead of
against-
dying in a young age,
They-
they all
Long
had
life.
long life. They achieved long age.
But this doesn't make sense according to
What do we see from here? Even though it was Mechalele Shabbat, by halacha, they were not Mechalel Shabbat because they followed
The rabbi.
the rabbi. This, Rabotai, the power of following your rabbi. It's very, very important. Otherwise, people, Chas v'Shalom, can be confused.
But Rabbi, it says, Asel Lecharab. You can make your own rabbi.
When does it say Yaakov John, Meir John? In Mishnah time.
So today, you need Rabbi.
In Mishnah time, that was balagan. This Rabbi Yosef Gilili says like this, Rabbi Akiva says like that, this one says like this. Bring Masechet Cholim.
But today's
But
the
I
same
thought-
thing.
I
said
Ashkenazi
Cholim.
have the same thing. Safari have the same thing.
We have the
Kuf
same
Tet
thing.
Vav, I think.
You can have it.
Kuf Tet Vav.
Take it home.
Yeah, okay. What do we see from here, Rabotai? Anytime you have like this, oh, Shchil Rabbi, Munki, my gosh, Shmona Munkines Megid, Rabbi, how's it possible? He says, no, you say yes. What's going on over here? Oh, we have one Torah now. We have one rabbi. Whatever rabbi you follow Yaakov, you have to follow him. Тебе это нравится, тебе не нравится, может тебе тяжело тебе. You have to follow what the rabbi said. Because you follow one rabbi and you're going to be blessed with long life. Kuf Tetvav. Here, read. איפה הלכת, ג'סי? Here. I want to show you this Tosfot. This Tosfot says the Oraita. I'm not going to drive you crazy.
What's the right?
Huh?
What's the right?
Here, come.
Shalom Bayit.
Oh, חיים over here, רבותיי. Why? With Eitan. 2 for 2.
Shalom Bayit, the Oraita, Rabbi.
конечно, the Oraita.
Who is it, Shalom Bayit?
Yeah? הנה. הנה, ג'סי, תקרא משנה. איפה זה?
Мне надо справиться. Мне
בשר בהמה טהורה בחלב בהמה טהורה אסור לבשל ואסור בהנאה. בשר בהמה טהורה בחלב בהמה טמאה. בשר בהמה טמאה בחלב בהמה טהורה מותר לבשל, מותר בהנאה.
Continue.
רבי עקיבא אומר חיה ועוף אינה מן התורה.
Rabbi Akiva says, חיה and off,
אינה מן התורה.
wild animal, alien, and off, chicken, bird, with milk, not from Torah. It's asur, but not from Torah. Why? Listen why. Read.
birds.
All the birds and wild animals.
שנאמר לא תבשל גדי בחלב אמו.
בחלב עמו.
בחלב אמו. 3 פעמים פירד לחיה ולעוף ובהמה טמאה בחלב אמו.
You hear why? How did Rabbi Akiva learn that out? He's darshaning the pasuk differently. Why the Torah said 3 times, don't cook meat with milk, don't cook meat with milk? Why the Torah said it 3 times? Says Rabbi Akiva, you know why? To tell you the 3 times 4, tell us again.
לא תבקשי בחלב אמו.
3 פעמים,
פירד לחיה ולעוף ובהמה טמאה.
פרט לחיה ועוף ובהמה טמאה. Pig is בהמה טמאה, טמא. It means to say prohibited one. With milk. Somebody asks you, Yaakov, turn on the fire, please. Какой то goy. You're with him in a vacation somewhere. He is cooking pig. He puts over there bacon and cheese. Can you just turn on the fire? You're not going to eat. Just turn on the fire. He's going to eat. Goy. Can you cook for him or no? Turn on that fire? Says halacha allowed. Why? What meat is this? Non-kosher meat. Species, non-kosher. With milk? No problem.
But that's according to the Rab, or the Rabbanan.
The Rabbanan also no problem. Yeah, no problem. Because you're not cooking it. You're just like preparing it. You just turn on the fire for him.
On Shabbat for a goy?
Huh?
That's cooking.
No, when I say cooking, I mean prepare, putting the spades, tasting, make sure it's prepared properly.
About turning the fire, that's enough for cooking.
Huh?
According to Ashkenazi, about turning on
No,
the fire.
that's for the laws of Bishul Goyim. Don't mix the laws.
No, even for
What do you mean?
for yeah, the
If
Shabbat.
I have a pot and I turn on the meat and
Let's say another Goy, Turkey like the Turkey people, Turkish people. Chozon al-Soza, yeah, amen. They love to eat milk, meat with the smitana on top, you know? Bach, shmach, whatever they eat. Yeah? Uzbeki. With smitana, with my dairy, mama shanta. He's asking you, listen, don't cook for me. Just turn on the fire. That's it. Turn on fire, leave. Can you do that or no for the Uzbek?
No.
I'm not eating. I'm not mixing. I'm not
cannot
tasting
get
nothing.
benefit. You cannot get
Turning the
benefit.
fire and I leave.
You cannot get benefit from it.
Allowed or no?
No.
Not allowed.
Is there
You're
on
cooking.
the fire?
Huh?
Or he's gonna put on the fire afterwards?
Because you're cooking.
It's on the fire. It's on the gas stove, whatever. All you do is this.
So you're cooking it.
Allowed or no?
No, because
Not
you're
allowed.
cooking. Not allowed because you're cooking.
Because which species meat is telling you? Beef. The species is kosher, even though shchita is not kosher. But the kind of an animal, it's a kosher animal.
But you're still cooking kosher meat and dairy.
Not kosher.
That's why you're not allowed to. Let's say you takes a cow. Cow is a kosher species.
Yes.
It's not kosher food meat if the goy shechted it, but it's kosher species.
Okay.
One kind. The goy put it in his food. He's asking, just turn on the fire. There's milk inside there. By the time I come, you're doing me a big favor. It's gonna help me. Can you turn on the fire and leave?
No.
That's it. That's all I'm asking.
No.
Not allowed by Torah. Rabbi Akiva says, what if he ask you bacon and cheese? From Torah, no problem. Turn on the fire, leave. Yeah. I got
Because he said, do not eat pig and milk.
Rabbi Akiva says, how do we know that from? Because the Torah wrote 3 times, "Lo tevashel gdi b'chalev imo, lo tevashel gdi b'chalev imo, lo tevashel gdi b'chalev imo." What does it say? Gdi, 3 years. Hashem. Paftarit, same thing over and over again. No. So Gemara says, you know why? One time to tell you, kosher meat, gdi is a domestic animal. To tell you, not a wild animal. Wild animal is no problem.
Domestic.
Right. Second one, to tell you domestic animal and not birds. Birds, no problem, like chicken and stuff, other things. Third time, domestic kosher animal and not pig. Pig is not a kosher one. If it's not a kosher one, no problem.
That was the same thing.
Huh?
So first time domestic, second time kosher domestic.
No. First time domestic and not wild.
Okay.
Second one, domestic kosher one
Domestic and kosher and not domestic
and not
kosher.
bird. Has to be an animal and not a bird.
Okay.
Third time, shel gedi b'chalev imo, the
Domestic
kosher
and kosher.
one, and not pig one. Kosher species
So
and not a
kosher-
pig
so
one.
Meaning domestic and kosher, not domestic and
Right.
kosher.
Let's say you go to, I don't know, Arabs eat dairy and meat. They also eat, right?
Of
Pig they
course.
don't eat. Yeah, pig they don't eat. Like camel. One Arab camel died, and he also Bezrat Hashem will die soon.
Okay.
Together with his camel. But meanwhile, he's alive. He's asking you, listen, I want to cook the camel milk, camel meat with milk, with blood. B'chalev imo. Can you just turn on the fire for me, por favor? Let's say, kushut, let's say.
מותר?
Can you just turn on the fire for me?
It's just the way the Torah says. You follow the Torah.
What's the answer? Allowed. Why? Camel. It's a kosher species? No. What the Torah says? Only whenever it is kosher species. This one is not kosher species. Third opinion. Rabbi Yosef Glili Omer, read.
רבי יוסף גליל אומר, לא תאכלו כל נבלה, ונאמר לא תבשל גדי בחלב אמו, עת שאסור משום נבלה אסור לבשל, בחלב עוף.
בחלב, כמה? בחלב. או,
עוף שאסור משום נבלה,
משום נבלה יכול להיאסר.
לבשל
בחלב. תלמוד לומר, חלב עמו, יצא עוף שאין, לא חלב אין. You understand? Oaf does not have chicken, does not have mother's milk. That's how Rabbi Yosef Glili learns it out. So we saw 3 opinions in the Mishnah. Rabbi John, 3 opinions. We have 1 Torah. How do we have 3 opinions?
So deer is wild.
Deer is wild. That's why I said deer with milk.
Technically not the
From
Doraita,
Torah.
not
From Torah, deer and
I have a
milk,
question.
Rabbanan.
no problem. From
Rabbanan.
Torah.
But I have a question. Now, those Tanaim was before Rabbi Yosef Karo. Why Rabbi Yosef Karo pasak the halacha? He made the halacha.
Like Rabbi Akiva.
Yeah.
He made asur.
Why?
Oh, very good question. We have Masechet Iruvin, open. Iruvin, I believe, Mem Vav. Gemara says over
How a
there,
person that came after can do something.
Gemara says over there, what do we do whenever there's arguments between Tanaim? How do we follow?
רבים ויחיד הלכה כרבים.
Oh, so that's one rule. Yahid ve'rabim, laha kerabim. That's one rule. But we have exception to this rule, Yaakov, Jesse.
Shalom bayit.
Exception to the rule, Mem Vav. Yesh lecha?
I understand. Yeah, just so it,
What do you mean, huh?
It's a very hard question.
Masechet Yehuvin tells us, how do we rule whenever there's arguments between the rabbis? The rabbis already put you there the settlement. Who wins arguments? This one versus this one, this one. That one versus this one, this one.
Is it the earlier
Here.
one?
Come, take a picture of it.
Right?
David, come, take a picture.
I don't get it.
הנה, עכשיו תראה, you're gonna get everything now, the whole pot. You're gonna win the lottery now. Amen, say. Here, take a whole picture here.
No, get closer, get closer.
There we go.
Got it? Wow, how'd you do it? Without that?
Oh yeah, it's just there we go.
He didn't impress.
לא, לחץ בצד.
Remember send it to the chat.
Hold on, another one. This one.
אתה יכול לקחת.
Sorry, Chandra, how'd you do?
לחץ בצד,
all
אתה לחץ בצד.
Chacham,
טכנולוגי.
right? So now read. בוא, ג'סי, איפה אתה?
אני הולך לישון עוד רגע.
לא, חס ושלום לישון. לישון, או, סולימנוב is here. מה, what are you talking about לישון? Habibi, Jesse, talk of the jacket.
למה אתה שם אותי ברקע?
האנגלית, תקרא בעברית, כי יש פה כמה. Now, Rabotai, listen, anytime there's argument between Tanaim, who is the one that wins the argument? Suleiman, what do you say? Today, Suleimanov is quiet. Foot.
depends who's arguing.
No? Come.
No, he's reading.
Here, read.
רבי יעקב ורבי זרקה אמרו,
הלכה.
כרבי עקיבא מחברו.
Hana.
אז מחברו.
When Rabbi Akiva fights with his friend, halacha, like Rabbi Akiva against his friend.
אבל זה חברו, למה לא מחברים?
Oh, read, חכה רבי, חכה, תמשיך.
אני לא יודע, אני שאלות יש לי קופצות, אתה בא...
לא חשבת, יש כללים. There's rules.
ורבי
What do you think? We feel like this or feel like that?
אתה רואה, אצל רבי יוסי אומר מחבריו.
Oh, when Rabbi Yosef argues with a
מחבריו.
few people, few chachamim, he wins everybody. Rabbi Yosef. You're going to learn at home all this page. You're going to come tomorrow. We're going to test it. The rules. This one fights with this one. Halacha is like this one. This fights with that one. Halacha is like that one. So, Rabotai, all our Torah has foundation. It's not like the Muhammad tells you the stories, the Jesus tells you his nonsense. You know, cracks and cheese. How do you call this thing? How do you call this thing? Yeah, there's a word for it, they say. J.C. Penney with his nonsense. All our Torah has foundation. This one fights with this one, argues with that one. How do we rule? What's the bottom line would be? So don't get confused with all these opinions in the Gemara. Rabbi, how are you saying that this Kemach Yashan, this is for them allowed, for us not allowed? What's going on? What we want Jewish people.
I read it today. It wasn't
Shalom
allowed for
bayit.
them. They were looking for something because they couldn't eat.
Right. The Bach said people who didn't have what to eat. In Europe, it was very hard to manage without that. So what, we're going to die? So they relied on Rabbi Eliezer. It's not like Rabbi Eliezer. They relied on him. What can we do? Impressing situation.
That's okay? Impressing situation is okay?
No. The whole, what is impressing situation? They would die. Pikuach nefesh.
That's
they would.
okay?
For Pikuach nefesh, you eat anything.
Can even pig also.
So because the minhag was developed based on that, they left with this minhag. But we, Baruch Hashem, never had this problem. We Sephardim all the time.
Oh, let's say they go to Mexico or something.
like that.
Because that was their minhag, Jonah.
But that was for a pressing situation.
It's like you're gonna say
Why that is not a pressing
why
situation?
Ashkenazim have a blonde hair and the blue
But
eyes.
this is not a pressing
That's
situation.
the place they grew up
But
by.
right now it's not a pressing situation. Why are they still following it?
Right.
It's not a pressing situation. It says.
So
it's
they
for
said we
press-
continue following our
They were
minhag.
dying.
Others disagree, so they were dying.
They're
You
not
know, should
dying
not be
in
lenient.
New York.
So the OU says we're gonna keep our standards. We're gonna keep our standards. You look for Kemach
That's the
Yashan.
standard for dying. That's
Zohar.
So now, listen to this. With this, we're finished.
Zor.
Today somebody has to replace Bechor. You don't get it, the idea.
Zor is Zor. I'll put it.
Now listen to this now. Comes Rabbi Bar Yosef and says, listen to this. Comes Rabbi Bar Yosef and says, you guys ask Rabbi, if Babulia made challah and she forgot to do Afrashat challah in Israel, can you fix the challah and eat the challah? Huh? In Israel,
Still, I don't get the answer.
can you eat the challah?
No.
Not allowed to. So what are we gonna do? The whole Shabbat you're not gonna have Suda? What's the answer? You're not gonna have Suda. What, I'm gonna skip like this the Suda? I'm obligated. Netilat Yadayim, Birkat Hamazon, Shkunim. You don't have Kemach Yashan? You do not eat the Suda because it's a problem. Deoraita.
But the Zohar says.
Rabbi, but how is it possible? Ashkenazim say allowed, we say not allowed. I brought to you the Gemara, page 130 Masechet Shabbat, that whenever the boys, hi. You both go outside, whoever comes back is a man, okay? So now listen to this Meir. Just don't join me with Meir. Don't do it with Meir, okay? So now whenever there is disagreement between the rabbis, what did we say? What did we say? Every one of them has to follow their rabbi.
But he says Chaveru, only one person.
But I don't, still, we say
Only
Chavero.
one person.
Okay, read further, Jonah. You read one line, you dwell on it like there's no
No,
tomorrow.
there's
Read
nothing.
further.
He read, he finished.
But you've been the whole daf you finished? Look at the whole daf, I guarantee that. Oh,
Don't make us.
No, no, he started to talking about Rabbi
oh read the whole page with the commentaries.
תביא בעברית, אתה מביא לי
לך תיקח, יש שם בגרוזינית, תיקח. Now listen to this. Says Rav Ovadia, what if a person is not in Israel, forgot Afrashat Challah? He is outside Israel.
Shouldn't really make a difference.
America.
No problem.
We do it Afrashat Challah in
You can eat
America
it.
only for
Leave
the
it aside.
memory.
You do Afrashat Challah now on Shabbat or no? No. Can I eat the bread?
Eat it, you leave it aside.
The baker made cookies. I forgot to do Afrashat Challah.
No problem.
Baker have to do Afrashat Challah or no?
Of course.
No.
Anything goes to the oven, must do Afrashat Challah.
But it's
Anything is fried or cooked, better to do Afrashat Challah.
As for business, doesn't matter.
Business also obligated.
You have to.
Doesn't matter.
How about the kelim is not
Huh?
applied?
Ma? Ma is a cake
I asked
batter.
the same question 10 times. I still don't get it.
You pour it and it's liquidy. Yeah, you're supposed to do it, but not when it's liquidy stage, when it's solid stage. It means after baking. If there is enough, 5 pounds, yeah? Or, sorry, not 5 pounds, we hold 3.5 pounds. Yeah,
It's gonna ruin the cake.
3.5 pounds of flour.
of flour.
So much other stuff.
If you have 3.5 pounds of flour, you're of course obligated.
With the bracha.
Yeah, it's a baked item.
That'll be only if you combine. Let's say each box has 2 ounces.
No, 2 pounds, no.
You combine 2 boxes together.
It doesn't, so then it's combined. Yeah.
You make a birthday cake, so
If you put in
cut a
one
piece,
kli,
it's gonna
half
ruin
and
the
half, the kli together combines them.
cake. It's gonna
That's how
ruin
doing the matzah. And the matzah bakery, what they do? After they bake it, they put it in one big box, they close the box, it's considered to be in one thing, they combine all the, even though each matzah is not 3.5 pounds. Pieces of matzah combined together for 3.5 pounds. Now what if the person forgot? Aisash broma. Tapar. Yo! The baker comes to the synagogue, guys, I'm so sorry, I baked all the cookies, all the things for you. I forgot to do Afrashat Challah. Outside Israel, what are you gonna all do? No problem. We learned with the rabbi, we're allowed to eat the cookies, we're allowed to eat the cake, we're allowed to eat the bread. Just leave a small piece. After Shabbat, you're gonna do Afrashat Challah. From that small piece, you're gonna take a small piece. That's it. This is gonna be your Afrashat Challah. Famidim? Says Rav Ovadia, now, what if a person did that on Shabbat? Havrashat Challah, they did on Shabbat. Can you eat the challah? No. Bread, the whole thing was, he did on Shabbat. You come, Babulia, did you do Havrashat Challah? Ibi. Oh, Chet Mura, Bovet Mura, I forgot.
Outside of Israel or inside of Israel?
America. outside Israel.
It's okay because whether on Shabbat or after Shabbat, you could do the same
She
thing.
says, Ibi, I'm Sabroma. She goes to the kitchen, bam, she do a fashat challah. You saw it. Can you eat the challah?
Yes.
Why? She fixed it on Shabbat.
It's not physical.
Huh?
It's not fixing.
So what does it matter?
No, it's not because it's
She fixed it on Shabbat.
Because you could have ate it without even doing that from
Zaku
Shabbat.
baru. You see, I told you the persons are smart, Rabotai. That's why, because you could have get to the result. I could have eaten it in a kosher way.
Yeah.
She did it in a wrong way. Okay, she did it in a wrong way.
But
It's not up to me. Whatever she did, I could have eaten the whole, almost the whole loaf of bread, and so leave a small piece at the end.
Do you have to separate after again, or this is good?
No, that's it. She did it. If you want to cover all opinions, you'll do it after again. But because it's machloket on the Rabbanan, you could be lenient.
There's no
Baruch
Beit
Adonai
Hamikdash
le'olam.
in Israel. Why
Amen
in Israel you have to do it? There's no
v'amen.
Beit Hamikdash.
Bלי neder, ask me tomorrow. שנאמר, stop recording. שנאמר, אדוני חפץ למען